Hello and welcome back. We're going to continue to work on our graffiti animation project today, and we're going to continue to do our color change. So let's jump right in. So first thing we need to do is go to our File Explorer, find our digital art folder, find our graffiti animation folder, and find our file. So here it is. I'm going to double click to open that in Gimp. Okay, so here it is. And much like yesterday, the process is really no different. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start in the Layers palette, and I'm going to copy or duplicate, right-click, duplicate layer. I'm going to change my name, so we're going to make this color change 4, and the layer is selected there in some dark, and then I'm going to choose a new color. So I'm going to go up to Select, by Color, and I'm going to come in and, I kind of like my orange and the like red, pink color. So maybe I just want to go back and change this blue to a different color now that I've changed it. So I'm going to click on that area. I'm going to choose a new color. What if we made this one? Oh, I don't know about a green yellow. We'll see what it looks like here. And we'll pull that in. Oh, that looks terrible, but it will be interesting for our animation. So I'm going to go with it. Over in the Layers palette, once again, I'm going to right-click, duplicate layer, change the file name. So this is going to be color change number 5. And I'm going to use my select tool. And this time I'm going to select, let's go to that yellow. We'll change it to blue. And I'm going to show you why I'm avoiding part of that orange and part of that pink. Part of it is because it's a gradient. Was it a dark blue? No, it was like a green. So we can go to something new, drag that over. So we have that interesting layer there. So right click, and we're going to go duplicate layer. I'm going to change this color change to 6. Okay, and then let's try it this time. I'm going to go ahead and select, let's say, this orange pink color. So because it's a gradient, it is a little bit lenient in what it's selecting. So it is still selecting a little bit of the orange and a little bit of the pink, but it's not going to be that whole shape because it is selecting by color. So anytime you're having a gradient selection, that might cause a problem. Doesn't mean you can't do it. It's just going to maybe perhaps cause a problem. So it's going to fill as a solid and not a gradient. We're going to go into this area and we're going to choose another color. Something that will go with that ugly green that I picked. Put that in. And on this same layer, there's nothing saying I can't select another section. So I'm going to select this section, make it a light blue, and select this, any colors down there, and we'll make it a darker gray blue. Okay, and so you can kind of see what's happening in my animation. Now, the last thing that we are going to do, since we are finishing up our color changes here today, I've done 3 additional layers. You could, again, do as many as you want. But one of the final things that we are going to do is we're going to go back to that original image that we created, and I'm going to duplicate that layer, and I'm going to pull that all the way back up to the top. Okay, and so I'm going to then go select none to get rid of those dancing ants. And let's take a look at what we've done so far with the animation we've just created. So I'm going to go up here to Filters to Preview, down to Animation. Sometimes when my screencasting tools get in the way, I think that's when I have problems here. So Tools, Filters, Animation, Playback. There we go. And I have it set to 0.5x, so I'm going to hit play. And just watch my animation change colors and go back. Now, if there's some area that you'd like to see it stay a little bit longer, for For example, perhaps that very last section, maybe I want that to stay there a little bit more. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to duplicate this several times. So let's try that now. So filter, animation, playback. And let's see what it's going to do now. And we'll hit play. And it just hangs on there just a little bit with that final image. So you get to see it for just a few seconds, actually 1.5 seconds longer. And there you go. So that is our animation up to this point. It's about 26 frames long. So there we are. Let's go ahead and stop that. All right, so at this point in the day, what we can do is, file save our project so we don't lose any of the progress we've made. We're then going to go ahead and do a screenshot. So let me try moving this out of the way and see if I can do a screenshot without pausing the recording. Okay, there we go. Look at that. As long as those tools are not in the way, my screenshot will work. Perfect. All right, so I just created a screenshot. It will open up here in the screenshot program. This is step 12.6. So we're going to go ahead and save this by clicking on our little floppy disk. Going to make sure that we are in our digital art folder, in our screenshot folder, and we're going to call this the, did I say 12.6? Should be right, 12.6, and we'll hit save. The last thing that we're going to do is we're going to go out to Schoology and find our progress sketchbook. We'll find that 12.6, finish changing our colors, and we will add in our screenshot for that. So there we go. Nicely done. If you have any concerns or questions about this step of the project or the screenshot and the progress photos, please reach out and let me know. Otherwise, enjoy the process.